Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I decided to go ahead and film the intro before I got dressed simply because I have no idea what I'm going to put on today. I'm actually going to run and get something to eat really quick and then come back and get dressed for the day. And I didn't want my makeup to mess up in the elements kind of thing before I was able to record the intro for you guys. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. So I still have on my little wrap or whatever. I don't have any clothes, like actual clothes on. I wanted to be that person that got up after they did their makeup, got real fly, put on their jewelry, you know, highlighted their décolletage or whatever it's called, and got in front of the camera and was like, oh yeah, I'm so fabulous. I'm not that girl today. So this is the look, the final look. It's purple, it's kind of pink, it's cotton candy-ish. I like it. I just woke up wanting to do a purple look, so it's like, I started at like 9 something, it's like 10:57, so it's really early in the day. It's Labor Day, you know what I'm saying? It's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all y'all. Oh, it's getting gloomy outside. Let me go ahead and make this run so I can come back and shoot, chill in my house if this weather don't act right, because it just got real dark outside. Okay, y'all, but I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm so glad to be back on my YouTube shiznai. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everything is kind of falling into place. So I'm going to go ahead and catch y'all at a later date or whatever with a different type of tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, definitely like the video. Don't forget to like the video. What is it? Comment, thumbs up, rate and subscribe, something like that. Just make sure you subscribe. Y'all can thumbs up and share it. Definitely share the video. Copy the link, post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram, whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying? Just shout me out. I'm off. Talk to y'all later. Alright, you guys, this look is featuring the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. This collection comes with 4 palettes. I will be using 2 of the 4. The first one being the palette that I just showed you, and that is called Bling Boss. And then the other palette that I'll be using will be called Dark Magic. So I am taking a mixture of 2 shades from the Bling Boss palette. The first shade is going to be Hush Hush, and then the second shade is Rockstar, and I'm taking that on a fluffy brush. Not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know where this fluffy brush is from, so just get a fluffy brush and use it to your heart's desire. You see me adding a little bit of sparks closer to the crease, definitely not directly into the crease, just a little bit above it, as a defining shadow. And then I'm gonna go in and define that a little bit more with Mystic, which is this really deep, kind of like, oh goodness, it's just so rich. It's kind of like chocolatey, but it's purple. I love it. So I put that closer to the lash line even still, and then I blended those out with just a clean fluffy brush. This is actually from the Wet n Wild collection that launched way back when, that I absolutely love. It got me hooked on Wet n Wild brushes, so every time I see some I buy them. And then I'm going into that Dark Magic palette, and I'm taking that black shade. It's called Temptress. I'm going to take that on a smaller brush and pack that directly into my crease, y'all. So what this is going to do is add a little bit more depth to the look. It's going to make it look, it's going to low-key change my eye shape, you know, so it's going to make my eyes look a little bit more sunken in the crease, a little bit more defined, and that's exactly what we want because I have hooded lids, unfortunately. So for those of us with hooded lids, you know, we have to go above and beyond. We have to take those extra steps to make sure our looks are popping. And so you see me just mixing that into the crease and then blending those 3 or 4 shades out. Yeah, it's about 4 shades. We're about 4 shades in, 4 or 5 shades. So you see me going ahead mixing those together. And then you saw the P. Louise base. I am just going to go ahead and cut my crease with this. I love this base, y'all. If you haven't purchased it yet and you've been wondering about it, I definitely recommend you take that leap. Go ahead, save your coins if you have to. I spent about $50 with the price of the product and shipping to get this to me, and I have not been able to put it down since I got it. It's an amazing base. Like, that's all I can say. I know you guys have seen this go around the beauty community, so on and so forth, but I'm an actual human telling you that this base is bomb, okay? Just remember that you are going to have to exercise your patience for this. This base is UK. You know, it's a UK company. So there's no 2 to 5, there's no 3 to 7 business day shipping. There's like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And that's on a good level, right? So just be patient if you're purchasing this eye base. It's amazing. It's definitely worth the purchase, I think. Like I said, once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. Super glad that I bought it. And so now you're going to see me cut the crease with that, and then once I cut the crease, I go directly into this Bare Minerals pigment. It's called Serene. Now, y'all, I used to love Bare Minerals specifically for their pigments. I've not used their facial, like anything for the face, like foundation or anything of that nature. I don't know, it just makes me look really orange, and that was back in the day. I could possibly benefit from giving them another go, but I don't feel the need. So you're gonna see me use that pigment all over my eye, and then I'm gonna go in with Gem in that Bling Boss palette by Jaclyn Hill, and I'm gonna place that on my eye, not directly up and down. It's gonna be in a I guess you could call this like a cat eye type of shape or formation. Definitely important to do that for the look. And then I go in with that darker color Mystic, and I blend those two out as much as I possibly can. I even go in, which you'll see here in a minute, and add a little bit of black. It's called Temptress, and it's from the Dark Magic palette by Jaclyn and Morphe as well. So I'm gonna tight line my eye with that, and then I'm gonna go over top of it and blow it out with a smaller fluffy brush. This is very important for something like this because I didn't want a harsh line. Like, I didn't want my liner to be really harsh. I just kind of wanted a cat eye that was kind of smoky, not too much, you know. So I think mixing all these colors together really helped the situation. And then this, y'all, please don't judge me, but I can't tell you what glitter this is because it's like 5 glitters that I mixed together. I can tell you where I got my glitters from. The chunky glitters I got from Dollhouse Cosmetics. They're called something else now. I think they changed their name. I'll have to find them and post them in the description box below. But they have some really dope glitters at some really amazing prices. And then I mixed a few of my glitters from Glow For Me Doll, of course, to get this amazing look. And then I'm even going to dim the camera here in a little bit to show you kind of how the glitter dances, right? I'm a big fan. Like, I feel like glitter should definitely dance when like lights hit it at different angles. And I love these glitters from these two companies because they do. Like, they even dance when there isn't any light on them. So you gotta love that, right? So you'll see me here dim the light after I put on my lash, and you'll see exactly what I mean, hopefully. And if my if my voiceover is sounding a little bit different, it's because it is. I'm kind of walking around doing this. So I won't fall asleep and I'll finish it because it's about time for a nap, honey. But I'm going to let you guys continue to watch. And here is where I kind of dim the lights and you guys can see what the glitter does, right? Now, continuing on to my foundation routine, I prime my face with Milk and Magnesia. I know this is something that was really popular to do back in the day. And by back in the day, I think like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And as more and more primers came out, like mattifying primers, this method has become obsolete. But I still stick with it. You know, I stick with what works. I stick with what is affordable. And this is it for me. It works on me, my oily skin. I use it on my clients. Hey, it is what it is. The foundation that I'm using, I'm in the color Hazelnut, and this is the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced, and this is the collection that they did with Jackiana. Hey, auntie, what up, girl? This is actually a really bomb foundation, y'all. I need a foundation that's full coverage because I suffer from like acne scarring and hyperpigmentation and things of that nature. So I be trying to be all flawless like these Instagram girls be, okay? So I definitely need a full coverage foundation. And this gets 5 out of 5 stars in my book. So I'm taking just what brush is this? It's like a Real Techniques brush. And I'm just kind of patting that into my skin. I'm trying not to swipe. You'll see me swirl here every now and then, but for the most part, I'm just patting that into the skin. And that helps it absorb. That helps prevent any type of like streaks that the brush may cause, so on and so forth. So it's definitely something I recommend trying. Same collection, Born This Way concealer. This is in the color Toffee, and then the lighter color that you'll see me here see me add here in a bit is, I think it's chestnut. No, it's definitely chestnut. So I'm going to add those two. I use toffee just to conceal, and I use the chestnut to add a brightening effect. And you see I don't use that much concealer, but these two together, you'll see here in a minute, completely covers up my dark circles. You know, I don't know if it's like just genetics or life taking a toll or what, but my dark circles under my eyes, honey, have gotten terrible, and I'm approaching 30, so it's just like, oh, we're gonna have to tame this beast, but until then we're gonna conceal the hell out of him, and that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna let that highlight sit while I blend out my contour just a little bit, and then I'll go in with my contour and blend that out. And I'm using an Instapot brush. These brushes are amazing. This is actually the cheek brush, but I like to use it because it's smaller than the face brush. You know how that goes. So if you have these brushes, let me know how you like them, because I don't know if I just be tripping like, oh my God, this is the most amazing brush that's ever touched my face. I don't know. But I really like it. I like it. A lot of people like it. I looked up reviews, so on and so forth. Obsessed with both Real Techniques and Wet n Wild brushes at this point in my life. So now you see me here kind of blending out that contour. I think I said it backwards earlier, but y'all know what I mean. So I'm going to blend out that contour, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the face. And believe it or not, the contour stick that I'm using is by Black Opal. I don't know if it has like an actual name, but it's 8003 is the number on it. It's really creamy. It's been around for a long time. It's affordable. And it's like super skinny, so you can get into, like, you know, get on the nose in a real precise line. It won't go all over the nose. So I really like it. I haven't used it as much recently because I had the LVC contour stick, but I lost that one, so I went back to my tried and true. Hey, you can't blame a girl, right? So I did add a little bit of the P. Louise base under my eyes to prep it for the under eyeshadow that we're gonna go ahead and use. And then I set my under eye with just the RCMA No Color Translucent powder, and I'm gonna place that everywhere that I highlighted and then blend that out. And I'm using my same brush, the same brush that I used to put the product down with. I'm using that to press the powder into the skin, and I like the finishing touch. It's neither here or there. I guess it works for me. So now you see me adding some highlight. I highlighted with two of the eyeshadows from the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, and then on top of that highlight I went in with the same pigment that we use for our eyelids by Bare Minerals in the shade Serene, and I just kind of mixed those two together, added a little bit of blush, Morphe setting spray, bomb. I have been wanting to get my hands on this for forever, so when I actually went to the Morphe store, I picked it up and I love it. The smell of it is amazing. The fact that it's a mister instead of like a sprayer is amazing because you don't get as heavily saturated as quickly. So I love it. I love it. That's literally one of the best setting sprays that I've ever used before in my life. It's amazing. And I love the little can. I don't know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of hairspray, I think. And that's why I like it. But on top of the fact that it definitely sets. And when you set it, it ain't going nowhere. So now you see me highlighting. And I'm just using a brush from the Wet n Wild brush collection that came out. I think it was like last winter or something like that. Love the brushes. And since then, I've purchased so many Wet n Wild brushes, I can't even keep track. I use them on myself, I use them on my clients, so on and so forth. Y'all, look at the highlight. So that does finally complete the look. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. I hope you like it. If you have any questions about any of the products that I use, so on and so forth, you know how to sound off below. Inbox me if you have any of my other social media. That will also be listed in the description box below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm so glad to be back. And if you guys have any ideas that you want me to go ahead and do, drop them in my inbox. Love y'all. Bye.